Hey, what's up, guys? It is December 27th, 4:15 in the morning. I just woke up just a few minutes ago. I think I've got everything charged. Everything's ready. I got all my clothes, my bow, camera gear, self-filming stuff because I am going to partake in that. I am heading to Kentucky today. Hopefully get down there by 10:30 is what I'm hoping. Change, load all my stuff up, and head into the woods and find a tree to get in. A buddy of mine that lives down there has been running some cameras and stuff and keeping us informed from the last couple of trips we've been down there when I didn't do any good, but Zach killed a nice buck. So gonna go in and hunt, see what happens. Got a long drive. Yeah, can't think of anything else this early, but I'm gonna get all my gear loaded up, make sure I've got all the camera gear I need. It's gonna be cold today. The weather's gonna start getting nicer as the week goes on, so gonna hunt this week and see if we can't get us a late season tag field in Kentucky. I don't even know where to begin, really. I'm still so tired. Well, I'm about 30 minutes out from my parking area down here in Kentucky where I'm going to access where I'm going to hunt. And I'm getting that little jittery feeling in my belly like butterflies because I'm excited, and I wouldn't have drove 5.5 hours if I didn't want to hunt. But the whole drive down here, I've just been thinking about hunting and everything, and I love it. Everybody knows that. But I'm self-filming this hunt because one, Zach is chasing a deer too in West Virginia, trying to fill his tag. Jay's chasing a deer in Ohio, trying to fill his tag. And our interns went home for Christmas, and we didn't ask them to come back because one had to go back to work and one was from up in Buffalo, New York. It's just such a far drive. We didn't want to bring him back down here for a week. But I was just thinking about hunting and self-filming, and I don't have a problem with self-filming or hunting by myself. But thinking about it, it's not that I don't like hunting by myself because I love to hunt, but I wish like Brody or Zach or Jay or anybody that I hunt with, I wish they could have just come with me just so that I have someone to share the experience with, because that's at my age, and it should be for everybody, but just I've learned, I guess, in time that that's what hunting is about. I mean, I'm pumped to go in here and hunt and try to fill a tag, and hopefully I kill a muy grande. But if I do, I guess I'll just high-five myself and talk to myself and call a few people, FaceTime them. But I love going out and filming and sharing that day or that experience with each other, like real-time, face-to-face interaction. That's what it's about for me. And I've just been thinking about that as I drove down here this morning. I've had a lot of time to think and talk to myself and ponder, chew a lot of stuff. Drank 2 monsters already. But I'm gonna get in here and try to make something happen. And if I get lucky enough to harvest a deer down here and successfully self-film it, I'll be super stoked. I just wish that if that happens, I'd be able to share that moment and experience with somebody that was here hunting with me. But I'll be able to call everybody. I'll be able to pack it back to the house and tell stories. Hopefully the video documents it good too. So share your experiences, especially with the young ones and people that have never got in the woods. Get them out there and teach them and expose them to the outdoors and to hunt as much as you can. That's my 2 cents worth as I'm driving down the Western Kentucky Parkway. Well, we have arrived. I am going to start getting my stuff on, get all unpacked, get my cold weather stuff on. It's about 25 degrees and it's 9 o'clock in the morning. Of course, I gained that hour and I'm gonna plan on sitting until dark. That's my game plan. I'm gonna go in here and find me a tree or a shrub or something to get in, and hopefully a big Muy Grande comes by. But I got a lot of stuff to get ready here, and I'm just gonna change right here on the road. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot of traffic. They got a fresh snow yesterday morning, and it looks like somebody broke track in here probably yesterday evening. So I'm gonna grab my stuff, get dressed. I'm super excited, and get in there and see what I can get done. Well, I got everything ready and got some clothing, got my steps, camera, bow, steps, arm, pee and spit bottle. Got it all. And I downloaded this area on my offline maps on Onyx, and I'm gonna start going in here. It's about 10 o'clock, so I'm ahead of schedule. Gonna sneak in here, get set up, and hunt till dark and see what happens. I'm pretty stoked. But I'm gonna put this camera up, grab my big camera, and head on in. Well, I've got in here up on this just a little old spine, and there's like a pipeline that runs right along here. There's a lot of deer tracks in it. Been getting pictures of a real big buck coming through here, so I'm gonna get set up. Got a southwest wind, so it'll be blowing over top of all this. So hopefully some deer will be moving through here. There's not very many good trees in here, very few. So we'll see what happens here. I'm gonna start getting my stuff ready. Well, I just got settled into the tree. Got my camera arm set up. Let everything settle out. It's a decent setup. I got a deer trail running right here with me, but there's several deer trails out in front of me. And then my camera, well, Fuzz's camera is down here, so hopefully Big Muy shows up and we get the opportunity. We shall see. It's 10 after 11 on the 27th. It's still in the 20s. I can feel it in my feet in these uninsulated boots. That's how smart I am. trees in here, they're all crooked, but that's the great thing about hunting out of a saddle, is that you can literally get in 99% of trees. And if you want to be a little bit uncomfortable, you can get in 100% of trees. So, it's about 20 after 11. I'm going to go ahead and range a couple areas. Get my yardages down. Since I am self-filming, I don't, this is going to be a big experiment for me. So it looks like I can shoot out to about 30 yards. Now there are a couple holes and some lanes maybe that I can shoot through, just depending on if I see a deer out there or not. But it looks like 25 yards is going to be about my max, which I don't have no issue with that. It's supposed to be a southwest wind. But it's kind of blowing northwest, more west than north. So we still should be good. I say we should be good, but hell, I don't know. Because I don't know where the deer are at. because I had two does come in, and they kind of were acting real leery. I'm a little bit cold. And then I had a small buck circle around me. Came right up this trail I was showing y'all earlier. And then coming down off that razorback over there, that little ridge, I seen a deer coming, and it was a real nice 8-point. Not saying I won't shoot that deer, because I will. I definitely will shoot that deer if he shows back up tomorrow. It's cold. Good morning. I am headed into the woods now, or going to the woods to go in. As you can see, it's daylight, the sun is coming up. It was extremely cold this morning. I slept in. I was wore out from driving down yesterday and being in the stand all day long yesterday in the cold. It just zapped it out of me, so I decided to sleep in. Heading in now, I don't think it's gonna hurt me. Yesterday, I feel like I had a really good day. Saw some bucks. Didn't see what I'm calling my target buck, a buck that I have on camera. But he was in there last night right after dark, so he may or may not show up. But I saw 4 other bucks, 3 does. Couldn't ask for anything better. It took a lot inside here and here to not shoot that 8-point that come in, and I don't know if I'll be able to pass him this afternoon or tomorrow if the other deer that I'm hunting doesn't come in. So see what happens. It is 7:30 in the morning. It's supposed to be a high of 50 today. Got another south wind, which is perfect for us. And sunshine, blue skies, couldn't ask for anything better. So, gonna enjoy the day, hopefully see some deer, hopefully get a big mooey, and head back to the house. So, that's the game plan. Little after 1 o'clock. Still ain't seen a deer here this morning, or this afternoon, or today. The wind has really picked up. I'm gonna hang in here till dark no matter what. All we need is one to get up on their feet, walk around to us. It's a beautiful day though. It's warmed up nice. It's about, I'd say it's in the high 40s. Maybe they'll get up. Typically though, this windy of a day in the timber, wind keeps them down. We shall see. Damn. Yes. Go down, baby. Go down. I couldn't see him fall because, I'm tore up. That deer snuck right in on me. Wind blowing hard. I shot that deer and I know I made a good shot. I seen him, he was bleeding bad going up this little hill. I'm shaking for give myself high fives. I lost him over here and I didn't hear him like crash. And I can't see him in my binos. But I know he ain't gonna make it that far. Cause I put it right in his lungs. Oh, thank you, Lord. That deer's the reason I drove 6 hours yesterday and come straight in here and sat all day. Come in here this morning, sat all day. Oh, I think he's down, but I'm not certain because, golly, my chest and everything is just, I just want to rip myself apart. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for that crane dip. I don't know if it's a celebration dip yet, but it's definitely time for a crane dip. Just makes you feel good. I didn't mean to get loud because I didn't see him fall, so I'm giving you a few minutes. All right, I'm gonna gather my stuff. And I'm gonna get down before I fall out of this damn tree. So, I was up in the split of that tree right there, and that buck walked over here. That deer's gotta be dead. He will come in off this flat right here and looky there. That's what we want to see. And instantaneous blood. So let me put this arrow up. We're gonna get on the trail. Oh yeah, here's all kinds of blood. I'd love to look out there and find a rolled up belly. Seen him bleeding going up this hillside. Boys, I'm gonna tell you something. That's my deer. And it is. My God. I'm gonna tell y'all. Self-filmed. Kentucky, late freaking season. Let's go! I can finally get it out now, baby. I was being real quiet earlier. He must just come up this hillside and just smacked down, just laid down there and died. I mean, just like you can see blood right here. I can't let y'all see him yet. I ain't up there to him. Oh, he's a giant though. Look here where he's just standing here just bleeding. Oh my gosh, y'all. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. What a freaking giant. I'm telling y'all. Oh my gosh. What a giant, man. Late season. Kentucky, baby. Get a glimmer of this baby right here. And this is why he didn't go 60 yards. You think that that's a good exit wound? Yeah, man. I want you all to look at this thing. Are you all seeing this? This son of a gun probably has 14-inch G2s. How about you now? Golly, he's a freaking stud, y'all. And the self-film, it's freaking awesome, I think. Zach's out grinding, Jay's out grinding. Man, we're just trying to get it done here the last little bit of season. I mean, that is an absolute giant, boys, for me. It's a giant anywhere you go, but in my book, that is a freaking stud. That's why we do what we do. I've had butterflies for 2 days just coming in hunting because I thought I had a real chance at this deer when he showed up on camera. Gosh! I'm trying to high-five trees and stuff, man. Good job, Josh. Good job. I am going to pull him up here in the open just a hair, and then I'm gonna go back to the truck and take everything off because I'm gonna burn up getting him out of here. That's a fact. Oh man, I hope Zach and Jay, man, I hope that they can come through. It has just been a unbelievable season for us. Here he is. You think it's money shot, Buzz?
Oh my God.
What do you think, Victor?
Look at that. That is so awesome. Oh my God. Look at those tines.
How bad is it, Buzz?
That is a stud. Dude.
Is it not?
That is a straight hammer.
Oh, I'm just totally beyond myself.
Man. Yeah, he's dead. Toast.
I got Fuzz. He left work. He works about an hour and 15 minutes from here. And you got to turn your light off, Fuzz. You're blinding us. But this guy right here, I got big attaboys to Fuzz helping me out because he's run cameras for me since before early season.
Yeah.
You know, when we come down here when it was real hot and saw some deer and should have capitalized on a 9-point I seen one night, but he got boogered up. And then the next trip we come down here, I got eat up with bed bugs, and Zach killed that 8-point. But I kept in contact. Me and Fuzz just kept on talking, and he killed a monster down here gun season. And I'll show that deer to you here in the video. And then he kept on running cameras for me for a late season hunt, and got pictures of this deer Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And couldn't come down Christmas. It was a no-go with the family to leave Christmas weekend, but I worked Monday and then left yesterday morning at 4:30 in the morning, sat all day, saw some deer yesterday, really had an 8-point in here that was really testing my ability to wait out a big buck. And I was thinking this morning that I was going to regret it, especially when this wind picked up, because it was blowing 20, 25 all day long. Hadn't seen a deer. And then this deer popped out at 3 o'clock, and I shot him at 3:45. So he was boogery. I'm happy as hell. I got to give a big thanks to Fuzz for helping me. It's just unbelievable, and he's an absolute stud.
Giant.
Did you think that was going to happen, Fuzz?
Man, if you can find a deer all day long, but it takes persistence to kill the big deer. You stuck it out, man. Like,
what was I saying earlier? I was like, man, this wind.
Yep, there ain't no deer gonna move.
I was like, man, they ain't gonna be a deer move. Get on their feet.
I was trying to be the hype man. I kept telling you, he's going to show up.
By golly, he snuck in there.
Yep.
I'm telling you, he was leery.
Was he?
They was 4 or 5 times I thought he was leaving the country. He jumped 5 or 6 feet. He get bugger and jump.
Man, I would have never thought that as, you know.
And then he just snuck into my shooting lane. I mean, it's unbelievable sneaking.
You pinwheeled him.
Oh, unbelievable. Just, hey, I tried to get it back. I'd sit there all day and a stiff wind to hit me, everything. And I tried to get that bow back, and man, it was like, ugh! And I couldn't get it back because I was just trying to pull it straight back slow. But then it didn't take much to settle that 20-yard pin on him. So we're gonna get some pictures, some video, get him cleaned up, and then we're gonna drag him up out here and get him loaded and take some pictures, and then I'm gonna drive back to West Virginia.
I'm tore up.
Huh?
I'm tore up. I am. I don't know what's going on.
Well, guys, I don't know how the season could go any better for us. I mean, drove down here yesterday, 6 hours, hunted all day, saw deer, passed on a nice 8-point that was going to be a stud next year, and waiting on this buck, and that's why we wait. And today, I was just in my mind mentality, just saying, hey, stick it out. The wind was gusting 20, 25 mile an hour. And, you know, back home in the mountains and the timber, I mean, when the wind's like that, the deer, they just lay down. But I kept on talking to Dakota, and he was like, dude, the wind blows like this all the time, so the deer's used to it. He said, they'll get up and move later on in the day. So he kept my spirits up. I hung in there, and this deer snuck in here on me. And super pumped, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Thanks to Dakota for helping me out. If you like the video, man, make sure to subscribe, like it, comment, follow us on Facebook and Instagram, man. It's been a heck of a season. We still got 3 days to go back in West Virginia. Jay's in Ohio currently, and hoping that Zach and Jay fill some tags. But I got a long drive back to the house, so I'm gonna get on the road, get changed, and get going.